This is my live footage of me seeing if my account is back. Sign in. That was real footage of me logging into my entirely compromised Minecraft account after nearly 6 months of fighting with this tedious support process. This is the final part of the saga, and I want this video to be 2 things at once. Number 1, I wanted to wrap up my story properly. And number 2, I also want you, the viewer, to be able to watch through this whole thing and have a good understanding of exactly how you can get this done. Now, before anything, go to the description and join that Discord server if you're looking to get your account recovered. I don't care how many members it has, I'm not even an admin there, but they are single-handedly the reason that I am here on my account after this terrible process. Huge shout out to everyone on screen, specifically, they really guided me throughout this process, and it all started with Dawn. Very quick if you're new here, my Microsoft account essentially got compromised, and because that account had my Minecraft and Xbox linked to it, this became a much bigger problem than just hitting forgot my password. Later on, I filled in my first recovery form and waited patiently thinking, oh, I mean, it's my account, I'll be fine. Yeah, they suspended it for security reasons, which is literally in direct violation of their own terms of service, which is crazy. There's 2 different types of ways you can recover your account. Number 1 is what I like to call the full account restoration. This is where they unsuspend your account and they give you the login, or you change your password, and you literally log straight in like nothing ever changed. Now, the big problem with that is you need very specific conditions to get your account unlocked. Now, number 2, this is what we call the Xbox transfer or escalation path. The Xbox transfer occurs when you can't get your account unlocked because you continue to fail verification. So the best way to do it is to get in contact with an agent, fill out the designated form, give them the information you want, and they'll take your Xbox gamertag, which is indeed linked to your Minecraft account ever since the migration, and they'll move that to a different Microsoft account under a different email. Funny enough, this happened to me 2 months ago, and I never got an email letting me know. So it worked for me, I just had no idea. You really need some context before you start this process. There's a great Hypixel form where you are in the recovery process, but if you're completely new here, let me give you the rundown on the different forms. Number 1, this is what we call the ACSR form. This is the most tedious form for anyone going through the account recovery process. The ASR is the standard Microsoft account recovery form. This is the one where you try to prove ownership using account details. Now, these may consist of passwords, names, birth date, billing info, contact emails, device information, and so on. You could literally give them your blood type and you'd probably still fail this form. But on a good note, if you do pass this form, the rest of your life becomes very simple because it's just a matter of getting in contact with the support themselves, letting them know you regained access to the account and changed the password, and simply prove to them you're the owner. But for everyone else, there seems to be this weird ACSR bug pattern going on, in which if you fill out this form and it is deemed as incorrect, you will normally get a rejection. But in the title of these rejections, if you get the following code with any varying number, that probably means it's bugged, and no matter what you do, it is not going to get fixed for the indefinite future. And as a result, you'll have lots of problems with tricking 2-factor authentication, or even if you have the literal password to the account, it's not gonna help. Now, number 2 is a crucial form. This is the SIR, or rather the Xbox form. In this one, they'll ask you for your device ID, your gamer tag, etc. Everything to verify you are the owner of the Xbox profile link to the account. Now, this one is normally to get your account unlocked, because you're proving to them you have played on the account before, whereas the other one is for a password reset. Now, what happens here is they'll give you different IDs every single time you fill this out, and these will start with the letters SIR. Now, the problem here is with the ACSR, for every time you fail, you can do it twice per day. With the Xbox form, if you do the exact same details or the exact same email, odds are they might open a duplicate ticket for you so it doesn't overlap. And even if your details are entirely right, sometimes Xbox employees just decide not to do anything about it, and you can't flood their inbox with a bunch of different forms because it's just gonna keep overlapping. And what ended up happening with me is that this is how my account got suspended in the first place, and this is likely how yours also got suspended in the first place. And the more I did it, I went through 11 different SIR IDs until my account was successfully transferred. That is insane. Now next, this is more of a niche strategy that was introduced to the community a little while ago, but has since given a little bit of trouble, but it's not impossible. This is what we call the BBB, or the Better Business Bureau. This is an American-based company where you can essentially submit a complaint, and they will take this complaint, go straight to Microsoft, and let them know, because Microsoft has a much lower chance of ignoring them. Now, the problem is, this isn't a recovery form by itself. This is just to get you a response or in contact with a specific human, but regardless, through this process, I was still getting gestured to use the ACSR recovery form. Now, a lot of people who don't have the ACSR bug, they get this email and they're able to converse with the staff member because their ACSR was successful. And as a result, this is the perfect strategy for you to get your account back in business. Now, finally, the Xbox support site. I have talked to so many different agents, it is unfathomable. All you're gonna do is go to the link in the description labeled Xbox support site, click on contact an agent, type agent in the chat or something like that, just let them know you wanna talk to someone, and then click on chat, and all you gotta do is let them know. You can give them all the information you want, and they're still gonna guide you through the actual Xbox process, with the SIR ID. But the problem is that that's it. I mean, it's the same as if you never talked to the agent. So there's something really specific that you have to do. When you go to the Xbox form, you fill that out and don't submit it till you're on live chat with an agent. What you're gonna do is you're gonna ask them to verify all your information, but if you're lucky enough, you'll get an agent who tells you something like the following. They will tell you they're going to escalate. And surely enough, if you can get them to send you email verification, you can hold them accountable. I had so many different agents contradicting each other to the point where when I submitted an entire master file, I had names and quotes from different agents literally disvalidating or discrediting exactly what another one said. I had them all working against each other, so by the time I finally got a competent agent who was willing to help me get my data transferred, I had to do was give them this doc and they couldn't say anything. So that's my best advice. Throughout all these forums, make sure you understand where you are based on the Discord server and the Hypixel forum posts. And number 2, make sure you document everything. If you can get different statements and record every transcript from every agent you talk to, when you finally get a credible agent, they will send you an email along with the following. They ask me for my device and feedback hub IDs. Those are the 2 crucial things that if you get an email asking for them, you're basically good to get an Xbox transfer. Can't guarantee it, but that is what it's looking like. Now, what I ended up needing to provide in total was my Xbox gamer tag, both the device IDs, the original alias on the account before the hacker changed the email, and finally, I needed the SIR number that I was given most recent. After all this, it's just a matter of waiting. Most people get a confirmation email like the one on screen, but in my case, I had no clue, and I was talking to an agent a few days back, and they literally told me, dude, the account you want to transfer it to already has the gamer tag. That being said, this video might have been overwhelming. I can have as many timestamps as I want in the description or the comment section, but it won't help, so if you just want what I did, this is it. My actual story in order. First, I tried the normal recovery path like any normal person would. I filled out the recovery form and tried to prove the account was mine. That did not work for me. I got trapped in the SIR and ACSR loop, and this is where things got very ugly. Over and over, I was submitting recovery and safety info, which I know is correct. There was no way the person who hacked my account would know the last 3 people I texted on Skype. But no matter what, I kept getting denied. And at some point, you have to admit the obvious. If I'm putting in real info and still getting nowhere, the problem is just, it's out of my hands. So after that, I started documenting everything, every case number, every chat, every email, every contradiction. And that was one of the smartest things I did. Because support will absolutely act like yesterday never happened unless you are the one recovering, the chats. Because support will act like nothing has ever happened unless you're literally sitting there with receipts. Then I tried BBB again and again, and eventually I came to the conclusion that since I couldn't pass the ACSR, it wasn't going to help. Now, you should still give it a try. It's a great way to get in contact with an actual agent, and if you're lucky, you're good to go. But regardless, it's all about talking to different agents. So that is basically the Microsoft saga. The account got hacked, it got sold for $500. I argued with the guy who hacked it. Here's a couple of chats, I found his Discord, and eventually, Xbox became my best path. If you're going through this right now, do not panic, do not trust every random support answer like it is law, and do not assume one failing lane means the entire case is dead. Figure out which route you are in and actually deal with it properly. But seriously, check the Discord, they will help. Also, I'm probably not going to upload again after this.